Hi! This video is about breakingnewsenglish.com. Now, it's a BBC website, but it's an excellent way of practicing and using some of the techniques that I have spoken about previously. Now, here we've got the website. And if you take notice of the URL, which is www.breakingnewsenglish.com. So you can check that out. Now, this is what you will get. And if you notice that there will be different lessons, so you can choose anything you like. There's lots of them, and they're just short. So it makes it interesting, not so boring, and you can practice your pronunciation. Now, what they give you is a whole variety of different options. So, as I said, you've got lots of different stories, so you just pick whatever story is interesting, and it's only going to be short. Now, there are different levels from 1 to 6, which is broken up into two sections. 1 to 3, which is lower level English, which is, if you're in that level, then that's what you should use. Or otherwise, 4 to 6, that's 4, 5, and 6 levels, and they're the higher levels. That is, the grammar and the vocabulary is at a higher level, and it's more like what you will normally read in English, which native speakers will read and listen to. Now, that's the first thing you need to look at. So you choose stories and look at the levels. Some of them are level 1, 2, and 3, and some of them are levels 4, 5, and 6. So the lower levels are branded easier and the higher levels are branded harder. So then you choose which level you want to listen to. Then you click on, as you can see here, this is a harder one. So this is either level 4, 5, or 6. So if you click on here, we will get it, and you will have to put up with the advertisements. It is free, but there are some things you have to put up with. They try to sell you things, typical. So anyway, you end up getting this menu. So I would suggest that you can have a look at all the rest, but stick with the listen one, and it's North American and British English. So if you click on that, then it will take you to the various speeds. So you've chosen the difficulty that you want to tackle, and that's going to be 4, 5, or 6, and this is going to be level 6. You can change it to 4 or 5 if you like. And this gives you the different speeds at which he speaks. I would suggest that you pick the medium.
Athlete spends 500 days in underground cave. This is breakingnewsenglish.com. An elite athlete has just emerged from spending a record-breaking 500 days alone in a cave in Spain.
Oh, 500 days in a cave in Spain. Right. Yeah, that could be interesting. Now, if you want to do it at a faster speed, you can. You just click on
Athlete spends 500 days in underground cave. This is breakingnewsenglish.com.
I think that's a bit
elite
fast.
athlete has just emerged.
I don't like to listen to...
Record-breaking 500 days alone
No.
in a cave in Spain.
Shut up.
Beatrice Fleming.
Yeah, too fast. Now, if you scroll down a little bit further, you will see the actual text. So this is good because you can actually listen and read at the same time. It will help you not only with your pronunciation and speaking, but it will help with your writing as well, because when you do a lot of reading, then that helps your writing. So you've got a double whammy here. Now, if you listen and then do a shadowing, so shadow him behind and try to copy him as he speaks. Then you should go and record it and listen to yourself and see how well you're going. A bit embarrassing, but no, it's a good way to do it. So it'll just enlighten you as to whether you're learning or not. Now, what I'd suggest is that you just take maybe one sentence at a time, and particularly if you choose to not listen to him, but actually read it yourself. After you've listened to it a few times, and that's always good because that's repetition. Remember, repetition is good for long-term memory. So if you read it yourself, and maybe just take one sentence at a time, and then compare that with the way he reads it. But there's many ways you can play around with this, and then listen to that one, try something else. And the important thing is to enjoy it and have fun with it, and you might learn something in the meantime. So they're interesting subjects, and only listen to the ones that are interesting for you, and you can flip around and listen to all sorts. So that's the idea. Get into breakingnewsenglish.com. An excellent way of practicing.